What up, what up? Hello, hello. Saturday night. Saturday night. What up, everybody? I can always count on Jane to be here for a Chonis Live. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Dustin. Hey, Jeremy. Hey, Scott. Good evening, everybody. Hot Saturday night, early Sunday morning, right? Bitcoin price action, right? All right, I just want to come on just for a little bit tonight, or in the early morning, just to talk a little Bitcoin. Guys, my name is Big Chonis. Remember, you guys can find me on Twitter. I'm at Big Chonis. These are all my best ideas. I take technical analysis very seriously. I'm a trader. I'm a mentor. I'm a chart psychologist. I'm an investor. I'm a photographer. I'm a chef. Guys, do your own research. I am not a professional financial planner. Let's get up. What's up, Dan? Hey, Paul. What's up, Paul? Let's look at Bitcoin here. So I kind of wanted just to go through various time zones on Bitcoin and just kind of see if we're finding anything that may suggest some sort of a bottoming or some sort of a bullish divergence that we've been trying to find here. So I'm going to start very low on the 1 minute, okay? And we're going to move up and see what we can see here. So I'm in the 1 minute here. I'm going to hide this guy for a minute. We'll talk about that later here, okay? So I'm looking for higher lows, okay? So we bottomed a couple hours ago. Okay, so even though this is a red wick here, okay, on the 1 minute chart, very low time frame, we have a decent wick bought up. So a lot of this red was actually bought up bullishly, okay? We had a bounce, we had a pullback. I did a little fib on it, right? Okay, so this is our top, this is our bottom, and we look at that. We basically held a little under 0.786, again on the very low 1 minute time frame. And I want to see bounce follow through, okay? Because right now we're holding that zone and we're trying to push higher, and we broke through the 382 and we're trying to put in a higher high on a very low time frame. So we're finding a short-term equilibrium here where we're putting in a slightly higher low, okay, but we're putting in a slightly lower high here. The volume is negligible, and that's what's still very concerning here, because we're looking for bull follow through. We're looking for a market consolidation kind of consensus, really, that we're in this kind of bottoming zone here. And after how many days in a row, right? And we'll get to the daily chart in a little bit, which will show us how many days in a row we've been, in this bearish decline. Now, even on our 1 minute chart here, let me just auto here, okay? Even on a very short time frame, we can zoom out. We can kind of see our wave here, okay? Our basically heartbeat, our pulse of Bitcoin, okay? As it slowly breaks down, okay? Climbs higher, puts in a lower high, okay, then puts in a lower high here from over here. So bearish, continued bearishness. These are our EMAs following, okay, and we're just breaking down here. Now we're trying to find some sort of bullish divergence. Let's go to the 5 minute chart here. Okay, so where do we bottom out on our RSI, and where can we compare that to previous areas? So we see when we get below 25 here, when we get below 17 here and here, we do find a quick snapback, okay? We did have a quick snapback. So we're putting in higher, a little bit of a higher low here on our RSI, okay, and comparing to a stabilized Bitcoin price with a little bit of a higher low as well. Remember, we bottomed at around 68.80 or so. So that's a little bit of a bullish movement there. Let's go to the 15 minutes, see what we can see here. Let's start with our candles first. Okay, so we're finding resistance. I'm going to remove my fib for a moment here. And we're finding resistance on our little peach line here. What's our peach? That's our EMA 12. I like to use the EMA 12 and the EMA 26 on lower time frames. So right now that's our resistance. Now that's been our resistance, right? on this 15-minute chart for several candles. We tried to break it, rejected, 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 okay? So we're trying once again. We want to break this and create a bullish crossover where our 12 can cross over, our 26 here, push that up there, okay? And only can come through with some nice bullish volume there, okay? But we're just not seeing that follow through, okay? Now, when we bottomed, let's go to auto here, okay? So when we basically broke out of our 74, okay, we found zero support from 72 pretty much all the way to 7,000, okay? That hold break, and where does that, there we go, where does that correspond to our RSI's resistance lines? Okay, so we found our bottom here, and now we're getting to our next resistance line. Why is this resistance? Let's see here. Yeah, right there. Okay, so look at that. We're breaking through now some of our resistance, so we're starting putting more bullishness in this push here, okay? A little more momentum in our RSI. We're getting out of these really oversold areas here. Let's go to our 30-minute. It's going to trickle up here and see what we can see. Let's go to our stochastics here. Okay, so we bottomed out. We topped off. Okay, we're bull crossing once again. We can see how this can be up here in the 30-minute for several bars. We're also finding, after a very low dip in our histogram, okay, we're turning the corner and we're going green here, okay. This can take us momentum. This can bring on momentum, bullish momentum, and push us higher here. Gonna watch for that. Money flow, okay, better now. Again, we have a nice uptick in our histogram. Let's go to our hour chart. Now let's start with the candles. Again, we're looking for more volume follow through here. I like this spinning top here, okay? We had a very tight hourly candle there. Okay, we basically open and close the very exact spot. Okay, I find that bullish because we had a wick and a continuation now on this current candle on our hourly. We have 15 minutes to go. So it's going to be a very nice closing candle if we can hold up this little pop here in price. This is a good back-to-back, right? Back-to-back bullish candle. But you see where we broke out here. And now what's our next resistance level on our hourly? It's right here, which is back to our EMA 12, which is a hair over $7,000. Oops. Oh, my computer's slow. Look at this RSI hourly chart here, okay? Look how low we got. 16. Back here on July 10th, we were at 13, okay? And you see what happened after that. Nice little pulse higher. Pull back. And then a really nice bull run. We're back there, right? We've bottomed. Higher low. The price is showing that, but really we're not seeing the volume yet. We want our follow through. We're seeing, oversold bounces. Let's look at our stochastics here. Okay, we're bullish uptick still on our hourly. See that we're about to cross bearish there, right? That was a bull rejection, a bull skim off there where the blue skimmed off the red, the lagging. Push higher. How far can we get up here? All right, histogram. See how that's turned up here, okay? It feels like we've bottomed out. Look how low we got here too. We broke our previous low. We put in a lower low on our histogram. But because we broke that, and now we're slowly starting to see a corner turn here, looking for a little more bullish continuation. This can take some time to turn over. And if we do turn bullish, this needs to kind of climb really back up. So let's take some time here on the 1 hour. Let's go to the 2 hour. You know what? Let's incorporate our TD as well. Come on. Okay. So 2 hour, one in green 2. That's encouraging. Okay. Remember, we only got to a red 7. We had a reversal. We had our first red 1. And now we're on our, sorry, not green 2, red 2. We're on a red 2 currently. We need to break above 3, 4. We need to really get above 7,000 on this 2 hour candle, which still has another hour to go, to turn this to a more bullish pattern. Still it's bearish. Let's go to our 3 hour here. We're still on a red 6, but we do have a nice wick here, okay? A lot of this was bought up still on our 3 hour candle. And that has 10 minutes to go. So this is actually closing out in 10 minutes. This is bullish. I actually like this candle here on the 3 hour chart. There we go. 3 hour chart. Okay. I like how this was bought up. This is a good bottom wick here. Volume is decent. Remember, this is red, but if the wick is longer than the body on the low, that means a lot of this was actually bought up. In the next 10 minutes, we can actually make this candle look really good. And then we can start testing our higher EMAs here, our 12 and our 26. Let's go to our 4 hour. Same deal, even a nicer wick here on our 4 hour. Okay. The volume's still iffy, but I like the wick. Again, this closes in an hour and 10 minutes. So we still have some time on this to play out. This could become a great massive hammer if we get a nice push in this next hour here. This is a very important hour here. This can really turn the tide in terms of how far we actually correct here. Let's look at the stochastics here on our 4 hour chart. We have a nice bullish uptick here. Okay, nothing's turned yet. You still see how much more room we have to run here. This was vicious. This was straight down. This was straight down. Okay, but a bull cross would not take that much more momentum to push us higher. It could be really nice here. We got to wait for it though. This is a 4 hour chart. We still have another hour for this to push. Okay, we're looking for the blue line